Listen up, everybody. I have some news.
Hey guys, today I want to discuss Chivalry 2 and relay some updated information in case you were in the dark. At the end of August, I released this video detailing Tornbanner's statement regarding the delay of Update 2.9, otherwise known as the Reclamation Update. In a nutshell, that statement declared the Reclamation Update was to be delayed beyond the August scheduled release and would indeed see release sometime in September. Well, like most of you, this was a massive disappointment, as we'd already been waiting beyond 4 months for new content. Many frustrated players took extended breaks from the game, myself included, and eagerly and patiently waited for news of new content being released. Well, the weeks passed by, and on the last day of August, Tornbanner updated us with this message on the official Chivalry 2 website. It reads as follows. As we mentioned in our previous update, technical issues in our patch validation steps for the Reclamation Update 2.9 meant that releasing the update in August as planned had become unlikely. With August at an end, we're now targeting September for the update release, though slipping further is possible, as much as we hope not to. Unfortunately, it's hard to estimate the release date until we can verify that the patch validation steps are successful. Just as the case was before, we're content complete for 2.9, and the vast majority of the development team are now focused on completing content work on Update 2.10, which features a new team objective map that we think is one of the best Tornbanner has ever made. And we don't say these things lightly. We've just got further technical work to do before we can release the 2.9 update on all platforms, and therefore pave the road clear to ideally release Update 2.10 this year too. We appreciate everyone's patience and kindness and look forward to getting this update out to you as soon as we can.
What?
This was a huge kick in the gut and left players increasingly frustrated, again, myself included. At this point, I put my longsword down for good in favour of a katana and a new challenge, as I've been desperately needing new content in Chivalry for far too long, and I'm losing hope at this point. The player base is shrinking, and so is our patience. Well, practically 3 weeks past even this point, and still no update. And then, Tornbanner posted this statement, and this was again on the official Chivalry website, not in the game to, communicate with your player base. Well, that statement read as follows. Unfortunately, our team are still working on a number of issues that need to be fixed before we can get the Reclamation Update 2.9 live on all platforms. As a result, the release target is now this fall. Holy fuck.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
The unexpected length of this delay also means that the subsequent Update 2.10 is now looking less likely to be released in 2023.
Fuck!
Due to the extra time added to our QA and bug fixing cycle. We continue to appreciate the patience and understanding of the community. Rest assured, no one wants to get this update out there as much as us. Not so sure about that. We're equally excited about all of the new content we're planning for Chivalry 2 in 2024, which looks to be another great year for the game. More on that soon. So yeah, you guys heard that right. We've been waiting 6 months at this point for a new map or new anything. It's going to be a much longer wait than we ever thought possible. Now looking at winter, pushing all the other scheduled updates back in the process. This is pretty disastrous to the game's current health. I just hope for their sake when this update is actually finally in players' hands that it's flawless and doesn't introduce a host of new bugs, especially on console, as has been the case with past updates. There's a lot of issues on console that need addressing to sustain this game's longevity. I've covered this extensively in this video a few months back. I'll link it at the end. I would like to think the vast majority of those issues will be addressed given the extended time frame of development on this update. But given the current state of the industry and Tornbanner's own track record, my expectations are pretty fucking low right now. I do wonder if the recent revelations of the Embracer Group's implosion has anything to do with Tornbanner's struggle to get routine updates out. There may be no correlation whatsoever, but from the outside, Chivalry 2 has taken a different direction since Tripwire, Chivalry's and Tornbanner's publisher, was acquired by the Embracer Group. The game's model practically went free to play.
More armor, more helmets, more facial styles, more ways to customize that are always free to the player.
New content like armors and cosmetics were placed behind paywalls, when prior, They were not.
It is an outrage. That's all. They're making a huge, huge mistake.
A battle pass was added to facilitate this. The game itself took a noticeable hit in performance, with more and more technical issues arising, and now free title updates and patches are taking months longer than they used to. The studio, by definition of this acquisition by the Embracer Group, is making more money than before, but everything on the player's end is going downhill. As I said, these recent unexpected, increasingly piss-taking delays just so happen to be coinciding with the Embracer Group's monopoly showing signs of collapse. The studio's closing, devs being let go, downsizing across the board. So maybe either Tripwire and then by association Torn Banner are going through a tough spot by virtue of this Embracer collapse.
It's over. We are screwed.
There's no concrete evidence to support this theory, it's just something that is related by virtue of their business partnership. Also, the current path of the game, from my perspective, there's too many trending issues that we've seen before with other games, and I'm genuinely concerned for the future of Chivalry 2. I hope I'm wrong, and the game goes from strength to strength, but from the last few months, it's been a rough ride. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the situation, and if you're still playing Chivalry 2. What platform do you play on? And what is it you'd like most in a future update? Obviously, those statements I read out earlier were from a couple of weeks ago now, so now we're in October. Hopefully the wait won't be too much longer.
Man, we got fucking everything!
Well, that's it for today. If this was news to you, I'm sorry to be the one to break it. For more Chivalry content and other gameplay content, please consider subscribing. It's totally free and you'd be doing me a massive favour, which I'll return by continuing to produce original content. Your support means the world to me. Take care and have a great day, guys.
We shouldn't be talking about this until all the decisions have been made.
Do you know I'm right?